Hello, my YouTube friends, coming at you with another Bowie video today. This one is by request. My long-term subscriber, friend, and a very good dude in the community who I'm sure you are all aware of, Mr. Gerbs, Brother Gerbs. He asked me if I had the Teddy 2 from Bark River, and yes, I do. And here it is. Thought I'd do one new. I always try to keep my subscribers happy when I can. I'm not always able to comply, but when I can, I do. So here you go, Jerbsy. This one's for you, brother. And shout out to Brother Jerbs. He has a YouTube channel too. He's up there in Canada. And shout out to his partner Kimmers, who's also just. They're just a good couple. They're good people. They're just sweethearts, both of them. And if you haven't checked them out before, you should go over and check them out. He does a live. I think most Fridays. I haven't caught one in a while. I've been so tied up lately. I'm kind of behind on all my YouTube videos. I subscribe to a lot of knife channels and outdoor type channels, and I'm just way behind on my watch, and I need to get caught up soon. So, but anyways, here we go. Teddy 2 from Bark River. Comes with a typical Bark River sheath. Very nice. This one is not the frog style like on the really big Bowies. The 10 inches and above usually come with that frog style sheath. This one is not, but it's still a good one. uh, Belt slides through there. Pretty much any size belt's going to fit in there. It's got the flap over. I need to oil this. These things tend to dry and crack if you don't. Looks like it might already. Well, no, not too bad yet, but I need to oil this up. I haven't yet. Um, Very good retention. Fits in there nice and snug. Um, Typical Bark River. The quality of their sheaths is very good. I don't always like the style of them, but the quality of them is never disappointed me. They're very well made, very thick, very good leather, thick leather. Stitching is good, burnished and everything. They make a good sheath. Some of them I just don't really like the style of. I don't agree with, but that's neither here nor there. At least this quality of the sheath, when you get one from them, you don't have to replace it right away if you don't like it, because it'll do in the meantime. But there is the knife, good looking one. They have the regular Teddy and then the Teddy 2. This is the Teddy 2. It's the bigger version. The regular Teddy, I can't remember what size it was. I think it was somewhere between 5 and 6 inches around there. I don't remember for sure, but this is definitely the bigger one. This is 8 inches on the blade. A2 tool steel as well. Saber grind, which is convex all the way down to the edge. Looks like it's got a little bit of crud on it. I guess I should have cleaned it up first. But anyways, that just proves that I actually do. I may not use them a lot, but I do take them out and use them at least a little bit. I'd like to take them out and play with them a little bit. This is just about 1/4 inch thick. I don't remember if it is actually 1/4 inch, but if it's not, it's like 0.2. I mean, it's very close. Let me look at that. It's definitely beefy. And tip is not too super fine. I mean, it's fine enough that you're going to get good penetration, but it's not super fine, especially with the way the swedge works that reinforces it. You're probably not going to break that tip unless you're doing something really freaking crazy, Guard, um, rat tail tang, which most of the big Bowies are, at least from Bark River. Um, Black micarta handle. Um, this handle is, look at that. I wear a large size glove. If you can't fit your hand on this, man, you must have some major ass bear paws. I'll tell you what. It's got almost just shy of 5 inches between here for you to hold. So you're not going to have a problem fitting your hand on there. In fact, if you have a small hand, this might be too big around for you. Fits my hand good. Comfortable wise, I like a fatter handle because it gives me a really good firm grip. But yeah, if you have a small hand, this might be a little bit too big for you. Um, oh God, excuse me. Fuller in it. Makes it look good and helps a little bit with the balance. It's a big knife, but yet still balanced right there. Balance point is right there at the front of the guard. So despite the fact that it's a big old 8-inch blade, it's still very well balanced, which is surprising really for something this big. I don't know what else I can say about it. Not a, it's got a 90-degree spine, but it's not super sharp. I doubt that would scrape the ferro rod, at least not very well. If you're going to use it for that, you'd need to crisp that up a little bit on the grinding wheel or sander or whatever. I wouldn't do it. To me, this is not really a camp knife, or well, you could use it for a camp knife, but I mean, it's not really a bushcraft type of knife. I'm starting to get away from using my knife edges anyways, because even on one that's with a good hot treat or heat treat with like 3V or tough steel, it still mars that spine up a little bit. And I just like to keep my knives looking good. They're not safe queens, but by the same token, I don't like to ding them up any more than I have to. I do have a few that I still scrape, like my Mora Garberg or my sub $100 knives. I don't mind. I'll scrape them up because if I ever do decide to sell them, I'm not gonna get much for them anyways. But these knives, I'm getting older. My family don't know what the if something happens to me, my family wouldn't know what the hell to do with all these knives. So pretty soon I'm going to probably, not for a few years yet, but at some point I'm going to start selling them, trim my collection down, and put the money in, an account to leave to my family or whatever. And so I try to keep them nice if I can. The expensive ones, anyways. Good American-made knife. Bark Rivers are all USA made. They usually hold their value fairly well. I'm not going to get more than the knife was originally unless they never make them again and 10 years from now they're sought after, but that's unlikely in my opinion. But yeah, 8-inch blade, almost a 5-inch grip on the inner part of the handle. The handle is just a little over 5 inches. Got a guard, your hands are not going to slip up. This is definitely more of a fighting knife design, but by the same token it'd be just fine. It's ground thin enough that you can do food prep with this, or wood processing, of course. Because it's not a full tang, I wouldn't want to get too crazy on the batoning, but you could do 2 to 3 inch wood. You could probably split with this without no problem, as long as there's not too many knots and not too gnarly twisted up grain or whatever. Just use a little common sense when you choose the wood you're going to baton, and you'd be okay with it. I have actually batoned with this a little bit. But again, it was only like 2.5 to 3 inch long, thick wood, and it was softer wood, straight grain, no problems. Comfortable in hand. For the size of it, it's fairly light and nimble because it's very well balanced. That's the thing. You could chop with it, but there's no lanyard hole or anything, and it's the polished micarta is a little slick, not terribly so, but enough that I'd be, if I was going to do a lot of chopping with this, I'd want to either wrap some grip tape around it, hockey tape or something, or Ranger bands or something like that, just to give it a little extra grip on it. Or, of course, if you have gloves, they have like some kind of rubber grippy on the palms or something, that would help too. But, because, this isn't real super secure. It's heavy enough, and I have actually done a little light chopping with it. It works, but you got to really be careful that it don't fly out of your hand. The last thing you want to do is have this, if you're swinging this and have it fly out of your hands and hit your camping partner or something. But other than that, it's a great knife. Typical, I would call this a fighter Bowie. That's what it looks like to me. Teddy 2 is, I think the Teddy is named after Teddy Roosevelt, I do believe. I could be wrong. If I am, and so, correct me in the comments if you want. But I think that's what this knife design is based on. I think it's like something that Teddy Roosevelt carried back in the day. Along a similar design anyways. I don't know if his was this big or if his was the size of the original Teddy, but regardless, there you go. A2 tool steel, very tough steel. This thing's just a beast. Another very quality American made by Bark River Knives in Escanaba, Michigan. Very cool Bowie. That's all I got for you for right now. Until the next one, stay safe, stay blessed, and we'll see you.